Good morning, everyone. Hope all of you are safe and healthy. Today's grammar portion is conditional sentences. Before I come to conditional clause, let me talk a few things on subject and verb in a sentence. Usually, nouns and pronouns are used as the subject of a sentence. Name of a person or name of a place or name of a thing can be nouns. And then pronouns are the words which we use instead of nouns. Example, he, she, they, it. Then verbs. Verbs are the words that indicate an action. Example, sit, stand, read, write, go, come, etc. Verbs have three forms. V1 is present form, V2 past, V3 past perfect. Here, in the case of V1, if the subject is plural, we use the verb as such, the base form itself, V1 itself. But if the subject is singular, we add S or ES with the base form of the verb. Example, they go to market. Go is the verb. She, subject is singular, she goes to market. These things must be taken care of before learning conditional sentences. Sentences with if or unless are called conditional sentences. There are two parts for a conditional sentence: if clause and main clause. Example, if you study, you will pass. If clause always shows a condition for an action, while the main clause shows the result of the action. There are three types of conditional sentences. Type 1, possible condition. When classes begin in June, you will think, if I study, I will pass. Yes, it is sure and possible. What is the structure of the sentence then? In the if clause, we use if plus subject plus V1, that is simple present tense form of the verb. And in the main clause, subject plus will or shall or can or may plus V1. Example, if you study, you will pass. If she studies, she can score good marks. Type 2, improbable condition. The exam is going to begin. There are 2 more days only. Then you will think, if I studied, I would pass. Here you have very less time and possibility is also very less. Still you can try. What is the structure? If plus subject plus V2, that is simple past form of the verb in the if clause. And in the main clause, subject plus would or should or could or might plus V1. Example, if you studied, you would pass. If she studied, she could score good marks. Now the third type, impossible condition. The exams are over. Some students passed, a few failed. At that moment, the failed student may think, if I had studied, I would have passed. the structure of the sentence. If plus subject plus had plus V3. In the main clause, would or should or could or might plus have plus V3. Example, if I had studied, I would have passed. Here time is over and there is no chance at all. Another example, if she had studied, she would have scored good marks. An important thing to take care of here is, if there is V1 in the if clause, we must use will or shall or can or may plus V1 in the main clause. If there is V2 in the if clause, we must use would or should or could or might plus V1 in the main clause. And if there is had plus V3 in the if clause, then we must use would or should or could or might plus have plus V3 in the main clause. Now I'll give you a few worksheets. Try to answer them. Thank you.